I think I just found the fucker.
I bet you I could find it in 5 seconds.
I didn't realize. Shut up. I've spent like the last 3 fucking days trying to find that.
Yeah, but you're a fucking idiot.
This motherfucker, one of these days, I'm gonna fucking
Bring it,
In the middle of a court case, I'm just gonna see boss pull out an AR and just spray the judge down.
Where am I meeting you? Downstairs or upstairs?
Upstairs, 2nd floor.
I'm in like front desk or.
Yeah, front desk.
Search the judge before he comes in.
Copy.
Mate, no one needs to search the judge. No one needs to know what the judge has.
Yeah, I'm half expecting you to show up in like their bikey cut as well.
I was tempted. They're like, I'll be judged today. Enough items for you there, boss?
Oh, well, I mean, you might have to, I don't know, take the jerry can and the lighter out, I think.
Oh, yeah, you can take that. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, copy.
Where are you doing, Gab?
At the court, at the MRPD. As we call it at the moment, the courthouse.
Yep, all good. He's all good.
Oh, maybe I can go more formal.
You call that formal?
Wait, the cop station is the courthouse?
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah, I thought you added a courthouse.
We tried.
No, I've got one that I know will work. Just I don't really want to restart the server again.
I also have a courthouse if someone actually asked me.
I'm sure the PD would be fine.
What one do you have?
I have no idea. I'd have to look into my old server files.
Fair enough.
Alright, we all ready to do a little bit of RP and sort it out?
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Inbox me if you need me.
Let's do it.
Same.
Actually, I think it's strange. So
Alright, all officers, can you hear me on Freak?
Yeah, copy.
Alright, can we get everyone to meet at front desk, please? We're going to do a debrief.
So we don't want to do the debrief room?
That's a good idea, let's do that.
I know where I'm going, man.
Might have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fix that next time so that way it works properly. Okay.
So you're saying we don't have a lawyer?
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. First of all, Mr. Deputy, maybe get in some formal clothing.
This is formal.
No, formal police attire. Let's get a tie.
Give me a minute.
Let's get a tie on.
Give me a minute.
Alright. So, Mr. Ross, you're going to be in charge of security, okay?
Copy.
What that means is, I need you can obviously use your AR when you carry that around. Obviously don't go pointing it at people, but just hold it close, just to be safe. Don't let anyone stand behind you. What I need you to do, the first thing I need you to do is head upstairs. You're just going to watch from a distance, keep an eye on the 2 suspects. I need you to search the lawyer and both the suspects, remove any illegal items from them, include obviously weapons and stuff like that, and note down what you find. Then I will search the judge, and then we'll search anyone else that tries to enter. Once the court is in session, you are to stand at the back of the room and just overwatch the entire thing in case anything happens.
Yep, copy that.
Beautiful. And then I need to talk to... You don't have footage of the event, do you?
Sadly, no. I actually didn't get the chance to fully set everything up before I actually came on duty when I was planning to.
Okay, that's all good. I will talk to the deputy and we will organize. But yeah, go head upstairs and start some searches.
Well, I gotta go back. I gotta go get another AR because the last one was in my charger. Can I actually fix this like properly? Like this has got to be an in-game thing. It can't be. Has to be right. What? Nope. That one. This one. Fuck off. Well, that sucks. I'll work on that shit later. I'll definitely work on that later. Hey, Mr. Muscleman. Police pack. There. Good. I just fucking did that. Oh shit! What? Oh, that's right. Because we're in a green zone. I can't pull it out. Fuck. I'll have to run out the street, maybe. So upstairs.
Sorry, I don't want this. I don't want the gun belt.
Or is it upstairs? Huh? Oh, okay. Why? Please. Why?
G'day, Mr. Officer.
Howdy doodly.
Do you know where my other colleagues would be? The solicitor support servicing the police.
I'm not 100% sure.
Just want to see if we can maybe sort it out before we go in front of a judge. Never know.
Yeah, I can talk to one of the other officers and find out where they are.
No worries, mate. You do that for me. I'll be just hanging over here, right?
No worries.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, I'm definitely not running this at the... That's a bar. I'm an idiot. Okay, so... My only problem is I can't... These guys in here. Okay, I got one problem. I can't pull the AR out. Because we're in a green.
Oh yeah, true.
It's right.
That's fine.
Yeah, and one of the... I think... One of the guys in the suits have asked for where the solicitor or the... I don't know, you might have to talk to him.
I'll go have a chat with him in a sec. Just yeah, just go and search him.
Perfect. Yeah, search him already before. Ah, oops, sorry. My bad. Let's get you to turn around. Make sure you haven't got an illegal on you.
No.
Well, fortunately you won't be able to enter him once I search you. Make sure you haven't got an illegal.
I promise I don't.
I'll find out about that here in a second. Alright, I'm gonna have to confiscate the pistol, unfortunately. Alright, and also make sure your radio is completely switched off.
I have a radio on me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get you to follow me upstairs.
Cool.
You're down here to the left. That's starting to work out. Surely.
Nope.
Surely she can be that irresponsible? Oh no, she's coming. Alright.
Finally got to her, did you?
Yeah, I was trying to frickin' work out.
Hey, where's my fucking bodyguard?
Sorry, I was just being messaged.
He's over there somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's a civilian in the parking lot too.
Huh?
There's a civilian in the parking lot. They don't know how to get out.
Oh god,
Oh, I just realised I forgot to lock my demon.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it's not a cheap car, man.
Anything else you forgot to lock?
Mr. Ross, could you take me downstairs, please?
Oh, I can do. Gotta search people again, even though I searched them, but you know.
Okay.
Perks of the trade.
Hey, fucking stop bitching. You got your job.
I have a job.
Oh, unfortunately.
Damn, I feel lucky.
Just a pity it's not a real one.
You motherfucker. So she said, where's the civilian in the parking lot?
In parking lot, the police parking lot. Alright,
God,
lock the one.
How did I get in there?
Oh no, I can't see my car. Alright, there it is.
Hang on, I'm gonna quickly go over to see the
Yeah,
civilian.
it's alright.
Okay, yeah, the local's a bit fucked. Oh, not again. Thought I adjusted this properly. Hey. Fuck, here we go. Now I gotta go back into here. Graphics. What is that?
Go on now.
Yes. Yeah, I think she got the fucking shits.
He's stuck in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. Now I gotta readjust shit in my head again. Fucking losing my eyesight. Fuck's sake.
In head, like in the city.
Yeah.
Go to settings.
Alright, got it. I'm good.
Yeah, but just listen to me. Go to settings. Go to graphics.
Yep.
Graphics advanced.
It means advanced graphics, yeah.
No, graphics. Hang on. No, it is graphics. So normal graphics. Go into that. Go down to past distance.
Hang on. Yeah, Hotel 1, just be advised. I had to, Judge forgot to lock his car, so basically, had to bring him out, and I'm just currently fixing some of my eyesight.
Copy. Did you search that guy with the Mickey Mouse helmet?
Alright. So go down to population density.
Mickey Mouse helmet?
Yeah, some guys just walked into.
It's probably the guy that was outside.
Get on that as soon as possible.
Negative. I'm pretty sure. I think I locked that door behind me.
Ooh, you're fucked.
Just walk through the door.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, copy that, but no, he hasn't been searched.
Population density, population variety. You see that? Distance scaling should be in your normal graphics.
Turn those down, because that's going to definitely fuck me up. Why? How?
Alright, underneath all that, you should see extended texture budget. You want to put that. I have it about halfway. Put it halfway if you can, but you'll see video memory go up when you do it. That stops the. Trust me, it will help. Put it up as far up as you physically can without making it like orange. Like keep it in the green if you can.
Yeah, I just did then. So,
so
we're back in. Apparently,
should help.
Apparently, I didn't lock the door, which I thought I did.
Well, let's find out.
Unless somebody else walked in.
It's locked.
No? What the fuck? How did he?
It's locked.
Unless there was another side that was unlocked?
So can you make your way upstairs?
How did you get in? Because that door was locked. That one.
Let me become a janitor.
I'm just going to be patting you down.
This one here wasn't locked, right?
I want to become a janitor.
I wasn't even the last one out that side.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I don't consent.
Doesn't matter, you're in a police station.
I don't have
Alrighty,
anything. I only got phone again.
who's the solicitor looking after you guys?
Apparently we don't have one.
We're representing ourselves,
Alright, so who's the one doing the talking?
myself, and he will be safe.
Me.
Alright, so can we have a chat before it all starts?
Yeah, one moment.
Maybe,
I'm just gonna
maybe
we get
organise
this guy
it
out of
all
here?
Can you
peacefully.
search this
Yeah.
guy, please?
No,
Do
I
you
want to
wanna
become a
just follow
cop.
me to the office.
You can
Sure.
become a cop later. We're currently in the middle of
Right
something.
now. No, I'm a cop. I start right now.
Mr. Hotel 1, can you deal with the Mickey Mouse helmet, please?
Bobby, mate, with a Mickey Mouse mask, follow me out this way,
I'm a
please.
cop.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
If he doesn't
Come
accept the search, I
on.
want you to arrest him.
My name's
Copy.
Bill.
Right. Follow me out to the lobby, please.
I'm leaving. Sorry.
No, not that way. Not. Ugh, this guy's gonna make things difficult. Fuck's sake. Sir, need you to stop running. Love Christ.
Juked.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hand with this guy. I can't tase him because we're in a green zone.
Gang! Gang!
Fuck's sake. God damn it. Fuck it. Mate, you need to leave the premises.
I just want you to...
Fuck's. Crying out loud. It's one of these kinds. Fucking hell. This. Oh, fuck's sake. I can't access my F1 menu with him running around. I can't tase him because it's a green zone. I don't even know if we can hit him.
Yo,
No, we
gang.
c- Mate, you need to stop.
Hey, gang.
All right, you need to leave PV, mate.
I'm sorry, gang.
It's like, I can't get him long enough.
Go to one of these at pain, just cover him, get him out.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's just pain trying to get the cuffs on him.
Yes, and
That's not what I want.
possible police corruption.
Fuck's sake, where did he just go? Did he go upstairs? Oh my god. I think he went upstairs.
That did not get seized.
This is pissing me off. For fuck's sake. Anybody see a crazy Mickey Mouse character running around?
Yeah.
I saw him before. Last time I saw him, he was walking off with a guy in a suit asking to apply to be a janitor.
Ugh. Yeah, that's the one we're
Yeah,
trying
and
to
his-
get the fuck out of the PD.
His
What are you doing?
singing.
What now?
Come on, I gotta get rid of this Mickey Mouse bastard.
Why? He can watch the court.
Oh, I highly doubt he's gonna allow that. Mickey Mouse. I hate bloody the mouse. Goddamn Disney. Get that fucking eye out of it. Screw Mickey Mouse. Did I think Door might have got him. Only applying for janitor. I can't find him. I think somebody else would have got him. I think somebody else might have got him. Because I can fucking find
What
the
was
little
that, sorry?
bastard.
What sort of time frame are we looking at here?
About 2 minutes and we'll be upstairs.
Right, no worries, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, just head up to the courtroom. If he does appear again, then arrest him, charge him with trespassing, give him 10 months.
Yeah,
But yeah, head up to the courtroom.
God, that took me fucking forever. Okay. So, courtroom, huh? Where the courtroom? That's gonna be a fun one. But I wonder if they're over here. I can't tell. Oh yeah, might be there. I hate the mouse. That looks like it's running a little bit smooth. There's still a few frame drops here and there. Bit right, looking okay. I'm gonna eat some. Just a guess. Might have helped if I had cuffs. I'm actually replacing a pistol. Get that little man. Shit. Wrong button. So where be the... Is it here? Oh, that's gonna be in here. Could be right. Nah, it'd be in the training room. Yeah, it'd be here. Guaranteed. What? I don't know. Can I take that off? Oh. That's better. Another one? Huh?
Stop that person and arrest them.
Oh, for crying out loud. What did strangers do? Well, up down it.
On the stairs, check down the stairs.
Maybe why she might have gone back up. I've seen her head towards the west side of us. Where'd you go, strange? You in here? No? Not in here? I'm gonna be fucking easy. Right here.
Search every room.
Oh no, the back doors are...
Right upstairs.
Briefing.
Stop right there. Chasing her at the moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
FiveM.
front desk, I'm back around. Going back upstairs.
Me first.
Down the courtroom. Off the courtroom.
And just one behind. Probably Mr. Black at the front here.
Can you take her downstairs, search her, and then give her 5 months in prison?
Yeah, I'll be that.
Thank you.
Well, I should have thought about that.
Try to write a report about it.
Yeah, copy that. What'd she do?
I handcuffed an officer.
Hey, sorry.
I handcuffed an officer.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I got told to extend it out as long as I could.
Good God.
So I did what I had to.
I don't think that's what we meant, but sure.
No, doggo came in and he said, "Hey, can you extend it out? Mum's here. I need 5 more minutes." So I did what I could.
Except the problem is, you kind of fucked yourself in the process.
Nah. I know.
Give a nice gentle pat down. Just try not to. Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure it took me
Hey,
down off you anyway.
There's a guy over there. He just ran out.
What the f? Hang on a minute. Did I walk that?
He went out those doors.
Oh my God. Okay, who's this next person that's running out? Like, the actual fuck. God fucking damn it. Let me guess, it was the clown wearing the Mickey Mouse mask again?
Can we ID that person?
No, it's somebody different. Yeah, be advised, we had somebody come down to the cells, but I didn't get to look at them in time. Can I do my job now?
So can you repeat that?
Yeah, we did have somebody come down to the cells from what the subject said when she
Yeah,
was.
he was wearing like a teal suit, black hair.
Yeah, we'll keep our eyes out. We've just got one viewer at the moment in the courthouse. We just searched him.
Copy that. Alright, let's go for this report. So when I leave the cell, I'll get you to come up against the bar so that I can take your handcuffs off, alright?
Okay.
It's not going according to my day job. Hopefully this doesn't put strange through the fucking thing. Nope. Yep. Alrighty.
So, Officer Aiden, did you learn a lesson today?
Yeah, I gotta take your handcuffs off you next time. Alright, shit, I didn't even search your ID, for fuck's sake.
I don't have ID.
Alright, can you give me a first and last name, please?
Freya Reed.
Alrighty. Freya Reed.
Yeah, spell it.
Might be able to take a rough guess, maybe? I'll spell it wrong. I'll spell it wrong, it's alright. I'll have somebody confront me about it later. I know she's watching the stream anyway.
For makes it easier, it's spelled exactly as it sounds.
Arrest report. Nothing. Officer inside police station. Object says by time court. Case unsure. Reason.
HQ advisor, there is some man in the building somewhere. We're not too sure where he is.
Guy's got dreads and everything. He is to be detained.
Boarding officer, I guess. Yes. Alrighty, well, you'll be getting the 5 months. Alright,
Okay.
enjoy your time.
Have fun.
Try to. Nope. Oh.
Did you get all that processing done?
Yeah, she's on her way out there now.
Sweet, I appreciate that. Yeah, just keep eyes out for that other person. And yeah, come back to the courtroom with us.
Good, I'll be...
1 or 2 on free.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just head back to the courtroom. We'll begin the court case, and we can let Hotel 1 look after the security.
I wish I could use my bat.
Just confirm, is all the doors locked?
Yeah, I've locked up most of them. Well, all the main ones that can be locked.
Oi, oi. Hold on. Hold on.
Take them down.
Hold on. Wait.
For the court
wait.
case, leave him up
Wait.
here. Just leave him cuffed. Don't let him go anywhere. If he does, then take him down and lock him in a cell.
Hold on. Why are you
We'll
arresting
follow
me?
through with the arrest later. We can let him watch the court case for now, though.
Why are you
Alrighty.
arresting me?
Alright, well, during this court case, mate, I need you to be
No,
quiet.
I don't give a shit. Why are you arresting me?
Bad mister. So,
Why are you arresting me?
Mr. Deputy, do
Bro.
you want to let him know, please?
That's a matter of...
True. As of yesterday, you were caught doing terroristic actions, evading police.
I was
you will be,
arrested for that already.
You weren't.
You were not
I
arrested.
was, bruv.
You were not arrested for that.
How do you know it's me?
I don't know, it's you. I saw you.
It was my cousin.
No, it wasn't. You look the exact same. And
This
what's
guy
your
in front of
name?
me
Dorian?
also... Nah, this guy in front of me also said he had a bomb.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Did I?
You also said you had a bomb.
Did I? Do you have
When
any
you were in
evidence
the
of
back
this?
of the police car, you said you had a bomb.
Do you have
There's
any
always
evidence of
one.
this?
I got
There's
all
always
the
one.
evidence.
Okay, mister, you're currently impeding a court case. I'm going to charge you with contempt of court if you continue this action. I'm giving you the option to watch the court case. If you do not wish to watch it, I'll let him take you downstairs and arrest you for the prison
I
time
don't
now.
give a shit about
Okay.
no court case.
Okay, mister.
Alright, let's give him the full book.
Do me a favor, Hotel 1, take him downstairs.
Copy.
Unless he's good.
We starting it, guys, or?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
stalling his
Why do you
retreat.
have like a chicken nugget? Holy shit.
Hotel 1, just, yeah,
Yep.
so charge him, apologies as well, making you do all this.
Nah,
I
shut up.
apologize.
Shut up.
Don't listen to anything he says,
Shut
obviously,
up.
just charge him with
Shut
one
up. Shut
time
up.
charge of
Shut up.
contempt court, 1 time
Shut your mouth.
terrorism threats, 1 time evading, give him 15 to 20 months in prison, and then write a report. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, shut up.
Thank you. Alright, we can do this court.
Why are you arresting me?
Well, basically, you evading police through a green zone that is basically against the world law.
How do you know it was me though?
You literally took your Mickey Mouse mask right off in
Yeah,
front of me.
no. Can I explain something without you getting mad at me?
I'm listening.
I got kicked from the city. I had all my clothes off before, and then I spawned in with all my clothes on.
Alright,
That's
well,
how you knew it was me. It's not fair.
yeah, well, unfortunately, it's just the way I'm no admin, I'm no moderator, unfortunately, I still have to do my part too.
How about you let me go free, or I'll leave right now? Because this ain't fair.
Joke. I don't know what his name is. Well, unfortunately, you've kind of made it. You've kind of made some of the ads pissed. So, unfortunately, I still have to do my job.
Nah, that's not fair. It's admin abuse.
Well, you can take it up. You can take it up with the reports.
Nah, because he just tells me to shut up. This ain't fair. This is racist.
Well, there'll be none of that, please.
Well, admin abuse, racism, I'm calling it all.
I'm not
Yeah, I'm gonna punch you through the bar.
Did we ever get the subject's name? Because he's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Anon, can you get the fuck down? Hang on a minute. Anon, can you get down here if you're watching?
Don't mess with the big Mickey Mouse. That's right. That's right. That's right.
1 second.
That's right. Yeah, don't mess with me.
Topic.
Don't mess with me, lad. Don't mess with me. Don't mess-
I'm glad it's a green zone because I would have put a bullet through his skull.
Suspect's name is Turcolino. Search it TURK, it should come up.
Queen. Fuck's sake, I've forgotten how to do this for a second now. Profiles. Turk. No. Come on. Turk. Okay. Right. Oh, that's correctly. I'm fucking gonna tell. Yep. Officers.
Fight me.
Salt.
Fight. Pussy. 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 Pussy.
Go. Failure to
I got
comply.
a bomb.
Terrorist threats. Interruption and disturbance.
I got a bomb.
Case. End result. 10 months. Jail. Sting. Listening officer. Inspector. Boss. Fuck. Tell 1. HP. I probably should give him more.
I got a bomb.
Yeah, doesn't everybody have a bomb nowadays?
I literally do.
Jail.
Wait, how about you let me go? I'm gonna give you something.
Good grief. I'll let the admins deal with that. God, how much I wish it wasn't a green zone. I would go crop for like 0.2 of a second. Like, how hard is it just to like come into a server and just fucking behave? Not that flight yard. I've got kids myself. If I ever found out my boys were talking like that, I'd just fucking backhand them.
One officer, we have Mr. Aiden Ross, Inspector Aiden Ross, the officer behind us, and also I don't believe is in the current city at the moment, but the EMS who responded to the situation and saw the entire scene.
All right, we'll bring it up on the screen on the left of me, and we'll all view this dashcam footage.
Well, good thing I came up at the right time then. Yeah, I'll roleplay this out quite easily. Alright, so if that was you need to behave. Alright? You weren't making it easy for me.
So you're
either.
on, as you can see in that
I
video.
didn't want to... I didn't want to have to
there
bloody,
was a
you know,
impact
I was trying to
with
enjoy
the
some of
rear
this.
of my
You
client's
gotta
bike,
behave.
which has then
Alright, that's
forced
the best
him
advice
off
I can
his
give you, man.
motorcycle
You
and
gotta behave,
down the
alright?
side of a cliff.
You gotta behave.
Sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. Could you please repeat the previous statement?
So as you can see via the video there, Your Honour, the client's motorcycle was hit from the rear of that high-powered performance vehicle, which the police were unable to control at that time, therefore sending him off that cliff face and his partner receiving a suspected broken leg.
All right, thank you for that. Offendant, do you have anything to add
Yeah,
to
so
the
based on
statement?
the video, as seen in the video there, as you can see, obviously the fast pursuit vehicle does indeed make contact with the back
Yeah,
wheel of
still,
the
man.
bike. However, as you can see of the environment of the area, there is a house on the edge of a cliff where the bike
to
stops
anyway.
just before it is actually
I just
going over
can't,
the edge of the cliff.
It's just
and
the
makes a
way
sharp
they
left
mode, I
turn,
believe.
putting full braking on, stopping the bike completely to make the sharp turn, putting their life in danger and the officer's life in danger with how narrow and close they are to the cliffs. With the pursuit vehicle, with the speed and braking capacity it has, it was not able to brake in time while they brake checked the vehicle, making the sharp turn and causing the
Yeah, that one I'll have to just wait a minute. I'll
and
deal with that.
before the
Some of the points
situation,
can
they
only be
were
used for certain
obviously
certain
evading
games.
the
So
police.
we met
With
myself
this
and
situation,
Stranger got to
that
redo some of them.
with them
Because we're
running
gonna make sure
away
that
from
certain
the police, evading the police is a felony charge.
So what part of the
actions can be done.
handbook there does it state that motorcycles are to be pitted?
The vehicle,
Because the
motorbike
vehicle
obviously was
in,
not pitted.
to me, appears to be going right, not left.
The vehicle goes past the house, and in the video that
That's
is
not what
from
I
the dash
remember.
cam of the car, from the police submitted dash cams, the bike turns left behind the house that, like I said, was on the cliff of the area.
Alright.
They were very
Pretty sure that
narrow.
was
The
lag.
car was barely able to hang on to the cliff, and there was no pitting maneuver happening. The bike stopped suddenly, which caused the incident.
I love how my other computer
So did the driver
is
of that
telling me different
said
stuff, but
vehicle
Streamlabs is like,
do everything he could to stop when he saw the edge of the car park?
Yes.
Or did he continue and knowingly hit that bike?
The officer that was driving the vehicle put full brakes in and handbrake to try and stop the vehicle, because as the San Andreas police force, we want to minimize all injury to the suspects. And obviously the suspects beginning the pursuit themselves, they knew that the police would be after them. That's putting themselves in danger from the way they were driving. They were driving next to the cliff. They braked and tried to turn the corner, which put them in the situation where the accident did occur. It was a road accident. It was not an intentional pit, and they were putting themselves in that situation.
So he's saying that the driver had full force of braking under that vehicle. Does that mean that braking is affected via that car, which means that the brakes are defective at all?
Negative. The vehicle did brake. Obviously, as you can see in the video, the car did not go over the edge. The bike,
That's because you were stopped by a motorcycle that was underneath your front wheels.
Was only was a slight nudge. But like I said, as you can see,
I don't think you're supposed to talk yet.
to turn the corner over the edge of a cliff. They were putting themselves in that situation. I'd also like to revert to the $20,000 that was brought up there for the medical expenses. The medical expenses, if you can even ask the EMS person that responded to the scene and all the officers, the SAPF already covered the medical expenses because of the accident that occurred.
Oh boy,
So
wasn't
it
that a
was
fun
medical
conversation?
and lawyer fees, solicitor fees, as well as time here coming to this courthouse and seeing what wonderful police department you run and how corrupt this system really is.
As stated in the form submitted, it was for solicitor fees and dental
We're going that deep.
and hospital cover fees. The hospital cover fees were already covered by the San Andreas Police Force, and on top of that, their sentences were all reduced, and they were given minimum sentences. They were all should have served prison sentences, but they were given community service due to the effects of the accident. It was an accident. We did not pit them. As you can see in the video, it was a cause that they caused from the pursuit evading police. I would also like to, at this point, call up a witness.
Authorized?
Can I please have Inspector Aidan Ross come to the stand, please?
Oh boy. Where am I standing?
Just stand, I guess, to the wherever the judge, left or the right of the
Yeah,
judge.
either right or left. Doesn't. All right, Mr. Aidan Ross, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do. Go.
All right, Mr. Ross, would you be able to? What? I thought they had voices. Sorry. Oh, it's just them too. All right. First,
You on whisper?
I think.
If I could ask questions, if possible.
Yeah, no, that's sorry. I was distracted by the whispering happening in the.
That's understandable.
Authorized. Go ahead.
Beautiful, thank you. Just can you state your name for the record and your rank in the San Andreas Police Force?
Yep. Hotel 1 Inspector Ross of the San Andreas Highway Patrol.
Beautiful, thank you very much. Can you just state the events, as obviously you were in the secondary pursuit of the situation? Do you mind just recalling the events that occurred?
Oh gosh. During the pursuit that had started around about Legion on San Andreas Avenue, which had escalated up to Mirror Park, with the subject driving quite recklessly. By the time we'd had reached the Mirror Park football grounds, the subject did start going around in circles quite a bit in the car park. From what my dash cam had captured, basically the time of the event and the wreck, basically the Corvette was probably maybe a couple of, well, probably I'd say 10 inches away from the subject's bike. As on my dash cam and my body cam basically shows that there was a small head brain malfunction. I'm not too sure what you'd be able to call it. At that point, basically, at that point, the bike had gone down the hill. Both subjects had basically gone on the ground. One had been standing and the other was down on the ground. The bike was just over near the freeway.
Do you mind describing the environment of the accident, the house and the cliff area, and what it looked like from your perspective?
So from my perspective, there was two parked cars, one on the far right and then one facing towards the toilet block. There were quite a few, I'm guessing, objects that were in the way that I saw that were knocked over. And basically, it was pretty dry conditions from what I could see. But other than that, was basically all I could recall from that. I hadn't seen the Corvette come anywhere close to the bike from what I could see. Like I said, I had a brain seizure, so.
Yeah, beautiful. Also, in this situation, obviously, you're a highway patrol. It's expertise in pursuits. Obviously, if you could state that the rules behind pitting a bike and the police view on that.
The pitting of the bike under the code of conduct basically means that any bikes with any vehicle with more than less than 3 wheels cannot be pitted due to the capacity and the danger zone of the vehicle. And all law enforcement officers know that any sort of pit on a bike can either cause, in this kind of situation today, or possible death of the rider.
Beautiful. That's all my questions. I'm just going to push this to my co-representative here if he has any further questions.
I don't know.
Hang on, I did have a question.
When was that?
Hang on, I forgot about it. Just give me 2 seconds. All right. Hang on. Do you want me to speak it or?
Yeah, if you want to say the question, that's fine.
All right. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yeah, can do. Please proceed.
All right. I would like to state I was there as well. Okay. So I saw this first-hand account, the whole thing. I can confirm that the applicant over there on the other side of the room, Mr. Damon Black?
I
Yep.
would like to, if possible, if we're going to do
Your Honor,
this
the
on
questions are meant to be directed towards the
yes,
witness,
that's
not my
that's
client.
why I am interrupting. If we can, if we finish with this witness here, then I can call this up to the stand, and we can use him as a first.
Actually, I would like to ask the defendant if they have any questions. Sorry, the offendant if they have any questions.
Yes, of course.
Applicant?
Yes. Applicant.
Yes, I do actually.
Applicant, please proceed.
Mr. Ross, you stated before that that the high performance pursuit vehicle was only inches away from the motorbike. Is that
10
correct?
inches, 10 inches to be exact, yes.
In what part of your handbook states that you need to be traveling that close to safely stop a vehicle of that caliber of performance behind a motorbike?
Oh, fuck. Under that code, I don't believe we actually have. I mean, I still have a little bit more studying to do on the book myself. From what I've seen so far from the pursuit code of conduct, basically, I don't believe there is a distance.
I'd just like to, if that's all right, Your Honor, to.
Please proceed.
Yeah, beautiful. I just wanted to state as well, obviously he did say beforehand inches away from the vehicle. However, he did say he did have a brain malfunction during this, meaning the distance could have varied in multiple different ways, same with the crash. So that information is
so
very,
much trouble.
could have changed very easily. So yes, thank you, Your Honor. I'd also, if possible, would like to break for about 2 to 3 minutes after the question so I can view the actual footage once again.
Yes, I agree with that. I myself have not seen the footage yet. I attempted to and missed half the conversation. So yes, if we could please take a 5-minute recess to watch the footage, and then we'll come back and we'll ask the offendant.
So did you want me to finish my questioning now?
Yes.
Honor,
Finish your question.
Yes,
finish this question, and then we'll finish your questions with Mr. Ross here. We'll go to recess. We'll come back and we'll continue.
No,
This is bad. I'll fuck it up.
Mr. Ross, were you the officer that arrested my client here? Were you the arresting officer?
No, I wasn't.
No?
Mr. Ross?
No, I was. I actually. I couldn't get a glimpse of which one of the officers had arrested Mr. Black. Unfortunately, I had to attend to the subject down, but was laying in the grass with her broken leg at the time.
Once again, I'd like to add on, if possible, that question is a bit subjective. What he should be clearly asking is not it's did he follow through with the processing of the suspect before the city crashed?
Very nice.
Wait, what? What did you say? The question was he the arresting officer?
That's
How can you not be direct?
The arresting officer could be very. It could be the person that put him in cuffs. It could also be the person that took him down to the station.
Well, yes, the whole definition of arresting is the one placing
Good
cuffs.
God, kill me.
You are therefore the officer that is.
The offer he then he did not put
nobody
cuffs
kill me.
on the officer. That was myself that put the cuffs on him. He was the one that did take him down to the station.
No worries. Mr. Ross.
Yes.
The driver of that high performance, I believe it's a pursuit vehicle. Do you know much about the driver? Were they trained in that sort of vehicle?
Being above my ranks, I'm believing so that he would have been basically trained throughout the years of his service for the high performance vehicles.
Yeah. Is that a driver in this courtroom right now?
I'm unsure which officer was actually driving the Corvette because, like I said, I had a brain seizure. So by the time they jumped out, basically the Corvette was kind of already on the edge, and I was trying to get my seatbelt off.
I mean, you guys are trained in radio talk and all the other fancy stuff that police have to do to make sure they know where each other are.
One moment, let them finish the questions.
Yeah, we are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to take a quick 5-minute recess. Mr. Boss, when we come back, please go back to your seating position, and we'll continue at. Excuse me, I'll grab the time. We will come back at 10:42 p.m.
All right.
Thank you. Let me watch.
No worries, you're on.
Alright, hang on.
Let's head back out.
Alright, do you want to go down, dude, or?
Can we? Yeah.
What's going on?
Alright, let's head back out.
I got a good point.
Thank you, Ross.
I got a
No
good point.
worries.
I got a good point. This will impact it.
Oh boy. What the fuck? I need coffee. Coffee. There we go. Holy shit. I was not expecting Anon to come out with that. Like, holy fuck. Why does everybody... What cut? Okay, I have questions about that. Like, shouldn't you just say, like, you know, vest? Or is that what people are calling it these days, as a cut? I am so fucking confused. Like, I'm actually fucking confused on how that works. Like, I think I have questions. You can hear about how bad Doors fucking like was, eh? I think everything, all the echoes just coming out of his fucking room. First day of streaming, we get a court case, and I'm sitting there going, So yeah, some of the freaking emote chats, I might have to fix that to allow for certain games. Oh, God. Oops, something whatever, right down.
Because I reckon
Yep.
that will
Oh,
impact
I want to go that way. It looks better, me, the statue. Wait, is there a command for it? Is there even a emote for it? Prop emotes. It's gotta be right. I've got mud cake. I'm sorry. No feedback? No, that's not it. Candy? Or candy apple. Ah, there we go. This is so fucking dumb. No more me. Candy apple. Look at the fucking size of this thing. That's a big buffalo.
Okay, hang on, come here. So in the
Yep.
in the interceptor training, I haven't actually, or handbook, I haven't actually been. Is there anything about actually speeding up the interceptor vehicle?
Not that I've seen.
What do you mean? But I mean, there isn't an actual official. There is driving rules. But there is not.
What's the rules?
Have a look.
I haven't really seen too much on it. That's the.
Equipment,
Well, still work in progress.
Yeah.
Resting supervisor.
Oh well, I mean, it would have been common sense anyway. So in the end, it doesn't really matter.
All right, let's go.
Oh shit! Hang on, I'm gonna put this in the bin. Ah, fuck, what's bin? Ah, you know what? I'll just put it on there. I'll put it in here. Back. Shit.
I'm pretty sure I said 42. Do you guys need more time?
It's all good. We're good. It's 43 now.
Yeah, no, but if you needed more time, it's okay.
Thank you about that.
Alright. You ready for this?
Yeah, if possible, when the people come back into the rig, we'd like to open up a new case we found in the video.
Why? I got one question. Why are we? Why? What's with the weird? Like, it's usually defendant and
Prosecution.
Yeah, prosecution or plaintiff. Like, what's
Plaintiff,
it?
yeah.
It's a lawsuit. It's
Hang on.
applicant, so the people that are applied for it, and then it's defendant, the people that are defending.
Sorry, applicant and defendant. Okay, I'm trying to wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
Lack of training.
Focus, dog. Focus.
Yeah, plaintiff. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of
we're
too.
not married.
Like, we don't even know what we are.
You're watching too many American
When
movies.
was Sentosa?
We're like that little little
more
island
romantic
that's
could it
in the
get?
middle of everything that nobody knows what we are.
You gotta get the magnifying glass to see it on the
Are
map.
we ready to begin?
Yeah.
Alright,
Judge, I'd like to call up the driver of the high performance pursuit vehicle.
Before we do that, we'd like
Fuck, I was
to
in the
cover
charge.
the video. That's what we went on break for, to watch the video. We'd like to bring up a case found in the video.
Sure.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm going to hand over to my co-representative, I can't speak, I apologize, Your Honor. My person here. He's going to
God damn it.
Alright. Can I come up or?
Just you can
Yeah.
say it from the desk. I believe it's not a witness
You
case.
can-
I kinda. You sure? For me?
It's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
We can swap seats.
Hang on, I just wanna. No, hang on. I just wanna see if this works.
You know what? I personally think up the top. That way we know who we're. Is that all?
No. Okay. So, Your Honor, right? After reviewing the footage provided by the applicants, you can see that they were riding not only recklessly without any safety gear, being helmets, etc. In the place that they were at, which was, it was like the little cul-de-sac looking thing near the toilets. So it's not even a proper road, right? It's downhill. You know, you got these high performance vehicles. It was recorded that before they stopped, they were going about 85 kilometers per hour. And for a interceptor vehicle, which was the primary one in the pursuit, because they were going such speeds and the other vehicles couldn't keep up, going down the little hill there, you can't pull up one of those vehicles suddenly at that rate of a speed, going, it would have been just a bit over 85 kilometers an hour, because they have to catch up, of course, to practically zero. There is within a 2-second gap. I'd like to say 1 second. That split second, you know, decision, you can't really process that quickly.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, so I
Anything
do
else?
have a question to add to
Adding
that.
on to that, I'd like to just add on to that information.
Alright,
With
go
that,
ahead.
obviously, as seen in the split-second decisions and what my other officer just told me, just told the court just then. In that situation as well, they are putting themselves in danger, and that's if they have chose to ride without the equipment. They have chose to break the speed limit by over 60 kilometers an hour. They have chose to drive recklessly. And in that situation, as stated earlier on in the case, there was no pit maneuver happened. The officers stopped as they are trained to do, and then that's the result of what occurred.
Alright.
Sorry, can I just...
Yep.
Okay. Just add on to that last bit, you can see that there was no pit maneuver performed. It was just straight up slam on the brakes sort of thing. And that's all from me.
That's all. Defendant, anything else to add?
The applicant would like to add.
I said defendant.
The defendant would not. Defendants would not like to add anything else. Thank you for that time. If my co could rejoin me at the desk.
Applicant, do you have anything you'd like to ask or add to that statement?
Yes, I would, Your Honour. I would like to understand what the speed limit posted there was. I don't recall seeing any speed limit signs on that particular type of road. Also, if the police are trained in high performance police chases, why would they allow themselves to be in a position where they cannot make a sudden move and wreck government property, aka pursuit vehicles?
I would like to talk about the second topic there. Obviously, he just stated that put ourselves in that position. We did not put ourselves in that position. The bike put themselves on the edge of the cliff. They put themselves in that situation where they were braking, which obviously, as seen in the video, forced the officer in question to, and the police force to use their training, and obviously that incident occurred. The people, the suspects on the bike obviously forced that situation. They were breaking the law. They were using recklessly driving in that area. I'll pass to my co to talk about the speed limits, and all speed limits should be taught in the driving lessons when you receive a driver's test. It is also in the code of laws.
So your mentality is if someone breaks the law, then you must do whatever you can to stop.
Defendant would like to add something onto that.
What is happening?
If the applicant and defendant don't mind, I have a quick question for the defendant.
Go ahead.
In the police protocol, isn't there an actual piece which is a border pursuit if it is too dangerous, or is that not a thing in this police department?
That's negative. In the police documents, I'll let my co talk in just a minute. I just want to cover in the police documents, because obviously we're a new police department if your documents are still underway, but all documents regarding police handbook and training procedures, driving procedures are written. In the police handbook, it does talk about the safety of driving and the safety of pursuits. Most of it is actually covered in the training when every officer goes under high levels of driving training. And in that they are taught about pursuits. And in the pursuits, there is nothing that says obviously abort if the pursuit is deemed too dangerous. If the pursuit is deemed too dangerous, then there is obviously a few regulations which was followed here. But as in the code of the police handbook, I believe it is under 2.3 or under the 2.0 general regulations and rules. It does state about how officers are supposed to handle pursuits.
No, that's okay. Thank you for letting me ask my question. You guys may proceed to your original statements.
I believe my co-defendant would like to add on as well.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Your Honour. So, what was said before about speed limits and all that? We're not getting them for the speeding in that particular evidence, clearly because it wasn't a proper road. It was more of a little pathway track looking thing. So labelled, there is no speed signs, right? So we're not getting them for speeding in that bit of evidence there, right? We're only getting for the reckless driving, purely for the fact of the speed that they were going, and they're all over the little pathway. also with terminating the pursuit, it weren't going.
Yeah, we got the
It
we got the
wasn't really.
notification,
Sorry
but-
about that. Hang on.
Well, so I can't really. We still got to deal with this, so not much I can really do
Wasn't
too much
really.
of.
Sorry. So they were going not fast enough. If that makes sense.
Unless
Yeah,
I
no,
get
I
dismissed
understand.
from this
Continue.
guy up there and deal with it.
So they weren't going over limit, so there wasn't really a reason for us to terminate it at that point and let them escape, essentially.
Yep. All right.
And that's all for me.
I apologize. I'd like to add one more thing that we found in the video as well.
all right, go ahead.
The suspects have stated that obviously they were not in the wrong in this situation, and the ramming of the vehicle was caused
How
by
are you
the
stuck in
police force,
prison?
which was not the case.
Can you not get out?
However, if they were not in the wrong, in the video, you can clearly see that the suspect, in this case, Damon Black, I believe, it is after the collision. You see him, his body cam as he rolls down. You also see him reach for a weapon, which was actually later found on him. If he was not in the wrong in this situation, then why would he also attempt to put officers' lives and himself in danger by pulling a weapon? Thank you. That's all. That's all.
False, Your Honor.
Sorry, what was that, Mr. Damon?
That is false, Your Honor.
That is false. Do you have any evidence to back this up by any chance?
Yes, I believe Mr. Ross can back it up. He was the officer that searched me, and he did not find a weapon at all.
Mr. Ross, could you please come to the stand?
I would also like to add.
I
before
fucking
this
hate
comes
you,
to the
Dylan.
stand, you can clearly see in the video.
Oh my
obtained
God, I
via the dash cam footage
fucking hate it.
of this evidence
Why?
of Ross showing up and of the situation. It's very clear in the video.
Yep.
That was provided by them.
No, that's fine. Thank you for that statement. Mr. Ross, obviously, you swear to tell the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Ross.
I hate this. I fucking hate this.
Oh,
Sorry to object. I do apologize. Has Mr. Ross seen the footage?
Mr.
Negative.
Ross? All right, Mr. Ross, if you look at that TV behind you real quick, we'll quickly re-watch it for a third time, all right? So I'll just hang on, let me get my
Show him where to.
yeah.
I don't know if I can because I'm not too sure how it's going to work on with me. I haven't tested that.
If I just hand you this tablet and you head to the General 2 section under the channel that we're currently in, you will see the dash cam footage being uploaded.
Okay. Okay. Where's it? General 2. General pictures, videos, blah, blah, blah. Where am I looking? Fuck's sake. Huh? 2? Okay. Oh God, here we go.
Sorry about that, Your Honor.
Alright. Anon, what the fuck happened? Cut out.
All right, we'll just wait for Mr. Ross to come back.
I will try and resend that to him. I'll privately send that to him to see if he will receive that.
Okay, okay, I saw. I need to step out of my head at the moment. I've got a little bit of a situation.
All right, Mr. Ross, if you want to stand back, we'll come back to you at in the future. All right, just raise your hands when you're available.
Copy.
All right.
Alright, seeing as though this isn't the case, if my client was searched, he should not have that firearm, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Black, do you have this said firearm that they have? They can't charge you with it because it's after the fact. Can you obtain it?
I cannot hear him if he can speak up, please.
Sorry.
I'm already shouting.
No, Mr. Black.
Is it in your possession, not on your persons? Is it in your possession?
Mr. Black, could you please speak up for the court?
Can you hear me?
Much better,
Yes,
thank you.
thank you.
So at the time, I did not have a weapon of sorts in my possession, like on my persons. But I do possess a legal firearm, yes.
Did you
Um,
have it on you at the time of the incident?
No, negative.
Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Black, and his lawyer. Sorry, I can't remember
Can
your name, Mr. Black.
I would like to call Mr. Black to the stand, please.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Black, please come up, take a seat.
How you going, Mr. Black?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Mr. Black, you swear to tell all the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, please proceed.
Okay, Mr. Black, if you could just state your full name for the record, please.
It is Damon Black.
Beautiful. And my first question to you is, are you able to tell us from your eyes of what occurred?
So I was in a police chase, and I obviously proceeded to evade. I then made my way up to the Mirror Park football grounds, I believe it is, in a little car park with the toilets there. We were going around in circles for a little bit. Then proceeded to drive towards the cliff, and without, obviously I didn't see the cliff, and once I seen it, I did try to turn around, which then I was ran by your officer, sending me and my partner flying off the cliff with me landing on my head, and my partner breaking her leg.
Right. Can I ask why you were running in the first place?
Do I have to disclose that information?
The reason I'm asking that question is I'll tell the judge. You were being pulled over for going through a red light. If you had no illegal items on you or no reason to pull over, like let's say an illegal firearm, you wouldn't have evaded, and so you just chose to evade for no reason at all.
I mean,
Mr. Damon, you do not have to answer the question as it is irrelevant.
Okay, I'd like to ask that. That's fine. Thank you. If that is the case, then obviously the pursuit didn't continue. Obviously, as you said, you did evade the police. That's obviously putting your own life in danger. May I ask why you did not have any safety equipment? As is so by law, you are required to wear a helmet while riding a bike.
I mean, I am part of an outlaw motorcycle club. We don't wear safety gear.
Right. And on top of that, also in the video, you can see you reaching into your pants trying to pull something out. Do you mind telling me and the court what that is?
That was my radio, sir.
Your radio.
Yes.
Attempting to. Why were you attempting to pull a radio out?
Because obviously in the clip you can see me pull it out of my pocket and speak on the radio saying that I am taking these cops to court.
It doesn't look like you're pulling it. It looks like you're fiddling around in your pants, and you stop doing so, and then you end up talking to your radio, which appears to be on your shoulder from the looks of the video. It doesn't look like you're holding any radio there. That's all I'd like to pass to my co-defendant here if you have any further questions.
Applicant, do you have any questions for your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
Mr. Black,
Yes.
whilst you were in this said pursuit with the San Andreas police force, at any stage were they dangerously close to your vehicle and yourself, to where you've had to go faster to avoid them getting hit?
The whole pursuit, they were right on my tail, where I could have potentially leaned back and touched the front of their car. They were that close.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sorry.
On what grounds?
Yeah, on what grounds?
It might not be. I apologize. I'll withdraw that and I'll add on to the end of that after the question is finished.
That's fine. Please continue.
At the judge down.
Judge.
He's must
Judge
have starved.
down.
That's fine. I've got some food. I'll give him some food and some medical attention here. Just bear with me for 1 second.
Just the ground looks very nice today.
Change it, easy as, yeah.
I can't fucking explain it. All right, tell me.
I think it's.
All right, tell me how you
Okay,
fucking.
so he bragged.
Oh,
Hey,
what the hell?
I'm dead.
Hey, yeah.
Fuck's sakes. I can't really look at anything.
Okay, yeah, no, so, did I arrest him?
probably not even in the drug script, eh?
What the fuck was that
Who knows?
shit?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, see, no, that was...
No, he didn't. He put his lights on and went.
Oh, shit.
So he was in a hurry. Didn't want to follow road rules. That seems I'm pretty sure that's in the police rule book there to follow every rule, if I'm not mistaken. And then upon arriving to the station, what happened then?
I was then grabbed by the arm and ripped out of the back of his car.
Ripped out, okay, alright. You little motherfucker.
I did ask him if he could remove it from me before he put me in the vehicle, as it is
Understandable. So they had that respect to remove the cut for you. Yeah.
He respected that, and he was polite the whole time, going by all my wishes and everything. But once we got to the station, he grabbed me by the arm, ripped me out of his vehicle,
Oh, you mother...
and proceeded to cut back on as I asked him to.
Hey, did I?
It then led me
I don't remember putting it back on.
where I sat, and I was then processed and before the...
Sorry, I'd just like to object on basis relevance. I thought this court case was about the ramming of the bike.
Yeah, Your Honour. The court case is the lack of professionalism from the police force. It's all relevant.
Oh my god.
Yep. Go ahead. I
fucking hate
believe
this.
that the aftermath of the accident is relevant.
When did I remember
as it involves medical treatment and
said what's his head?
Mr. Black.
I never ripped him out.
Yeah, while in custody and all the way to...
I said I do have to grab him. I didn't say anything about ripping his... like grabbing him physically. Fuck.
To the sentencing and...
Even though, actually, then again, I should have said... yeah, no.
Prison where they will be...
Okay, Stranger, if you're still in, did you get out?
Please proceed.
But I don't... I probably should have said to just step out of the vehicle once I did that.
Obviously, when you were processed, you obtained my number. You called me. I showed up. And what did you see going on in the police station whilst waiting for the courtroom to open?
I seen a few people just running around wild, like the police had no control over them.
Objection.
they let people.
Hold up, Mr. Black. Objection on what grounds?
City side issue. He's saying people were running through the PD. That is a lock-based problem. That is a city issue. That is out of our control completely.
I award that to the defendant. Please,
God damn it.
please proceed, Mr. Black, beyond the tsunami.
No worries, no worries. What about that lady that we saw that arrested one of the officers?
Yes.
What? How does any of this have anything to do with it?
I don't know her name, but yes.
You're still stuck?
He seemed to arrest one of the officers.
Fuck. Because I don't know if they're going to call me back up, because I'd be able to run up and get you, but I didn't think this was going to take this long. Like, they've gone full fucking hard mode with this shit.
Objection again.
Like, they've gone full fucking hard mode.
Hearsay. They're talking on behalf of somebody else who's not current in the courtroom that is able to give their testimony.
Yeah, I award that to the defendant. Please continue beyond the crazy lady.
No worries, John. So, yeah, apart from that, we coming to you. So that's all the questions I have at this stage.
Thank you. Defendant, anything to add?
Yeah, I'd like to just go back to the medical grounds. So all the medical, you said that you would not give medical attention. From our perspective, and as I was on the scene, and from the accounts of the other officers, the two that are in the room that you can call forward if you wish, the medic on the scene did provide medical attention, and he did clear the suspect of all injuries. If there is a problem with the medical staff, that is not on the San Andreas Police Force, that is a problem with the emergency services, and that should be redirected there. But yes, he was cleared. That gave us the clear to move him out. And then you said that obviously officers are not supposed to break road rules. That is correct. We all follow the road rules. And obviously with that is the lights and the sirens obviously allow us to do that in the case of an emergency. The suspect that was being transported back to the prison was being transported at a faster rate of
My
speed.
dog's barking again.
He was asked to do that because at the current moment in time, we only had 2 officers on duties. We had concurrent crimes occurring, fights occurring, and another suspect who was about to be transported. So he was put there in a rush by higher up command in order to get it sorted so we could go and deal with the rest of the crime and not have anyone else be harmed or injured in the city. I'd also like to pass to my co-defendant to add anything onto that.
Go ahead.
Who's hitting the radio?
I cannot hear him talking if he is talking.
Yeah, I cannot hear him.
Sorry. I was looking at something. I would like to confirm that there was only 3 officers on scene, one being me. I was pretty much
Paperwork.
Well,
out of.
So, I was there.
Objection, co-conspiring.
Awarded to the.
Look how so confused himself. Damn it!
Awarded to the applicant. Please continue.
Okay, so I'll continue from where I was before I was rudely interrupted. Sorry about that one.
Yikes.
So, there was only 2 vehicles, right? I was in one of the vehicles. I got out. When I was out, Mr. Black over here was already in cuffs. I didn't speak to him, he didn't speak to me, right? I was just standing there making sure everything was going how it should be, making sure he doesn't run away. I didn't touch him, alright? I can confirm I was already starting to do write up some of the reports and all that. The other 2 officers drove off as they would be back for me, essentially. In the fact that we had one suspect that was injured and that was somewhat treated on scene, and Mr. Black was taken away to wherever he was taken. I can't say where he was because I was not in the car.
I apologize for interrupting. When he is finished, I'd also like to add on to that as well.
Thank you for that.
I'm
That
not too
wait
sure
until
if Anna holds.
the end of the statement. Please
Check,
continue.
check. Strange. I'll just send him a message on Discord.
Nothing more
So
from me.
maybe he might check it. I don't know. If not, I'll
With
rush
that
up
as well,
after.
as they were stated before, the members, the suspects, I should say, sorry, are also members of a bikie organization. The said bikie organization, Demons MC, I believe. If I am incorrect about that name, please correct me. They are. We actually have a case on them. We have a file of them in the archive. They are a large gang. There is multiple members of them. We only had 2 arrested, and as you see in the video, he was actually talking on his radios. So we had a fear as well. We have to protect the lives of the officers and the suspects. We didn't know if multiple or more bikies could be showing up. We didn't know if they could intercept the transport. That's also another reason for the code 3s. We also didn't know if they could have been waiting at the PD or attempting to break them out. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Could
Thank
I
you.
just add something?
Go ahead.
I would just like to add that on the way to the prison or the police department, Mr. Ross was not code 3. He did not have sirens on. He just
Didn't
had
need
his
to.
lights on.
Didn't need
He
to.
was running red lights with
Didn't need
his
to.
lights on.
I can nail him for this one. I can nail him.
Of that, please. I'd like to see that.
Nah.
In that kind of a situation,
That's PT transport.
Falls to an internal affairs report and can be directed to internal affairs.
Whoa, Akia. No. That's a fucking prisoner transport. Come on. That one I should not be getting in trouble for. That is a load of horse shit.
You said that you gave him directions to go code 3 back to the station, and now Mr. Black has called you upon that. You said you're basically saying that it's the officer's fault.
Hang on a
So
minute.
I think it's time that the police department owned up to what they said.
I'd also, adding on to that, what he just said I did not say that. I said a high command officer.
Hang on.
To head back to the station in code 3.
Wait.
If the officer is informed to do something at code 3s, then it is expected of him to do code 3s. If he chose not to do code 3s, and that's his choice. If I tell someone not to shoot someone and they shoot someone, that is not my fault. That is their fault. That's just how the
Hang on a minute. Oh my god. I'm gonna
finish. I would also like to call another witness for what I like.
Okay, so
please.
I don't think they've got this in their proper handbook, but PT, prisoner transport, is actually running under code 2. That's always been every law. I know Queensland, New South Wales, and the rest of Australia don't do it, but I'm pretty sure that I've seen it in the state of Americas.
Court
In
of
America's
Can we
state.
get the defendant on the stand?
I mean, by the time I
Seems to
probably
be the
do
main
upload this to
person here,
YouTube,
and
I reckon because I'm editing this like big time. But PT, I've always run back code 2, and I've never been picked up on it before.
Aren't you the defendant and your co-worker?
But the problem is,
We're both defendants.
because this is on stream, and I'm allowed to say this. There's no penal code for it. I think I could have missed it. I don't know. I'll have to see.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm done to dehydration.
Alright, you may proceed, applicant.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh shit, whose
Oh,
guns
Mr.
should I got?
Defendant. I forgot your
I think I
name,
got
sorry.
strangers. I got strangers gun.
Mr.
Nope, not
Hudson.
it.
Alright.
Nope.
What in your mind would
There we go.
state an emergency to be running code 3?
Whoa! Hang on. What does PT have anything to do with this?
Okay, and you stated that that it was an emergency that the officer would run code 3. What would that emergency be?
As I've stated twice already, there was 2 circumstances. The main one being obviously they are a bikie organization. We have saw them talking on the radio, and as we said, we have seen and arrested multiple and have cases on them. If you do wish, we can read out the reports of the other bikie gangs we have arrested. They have served some pretty violent crimes, and for the safety of the officers, and as like I said, they were talking on the radio, we did not know if any more were going to show up.
Yes, I believe you stated that they were a very large
Wait,
gang.
how do I have 2 flashlights? Oh, that's right.
But you only know of 2 of them.
So I gotta get rid of one.
How do you...
Oh no, I got 2
What
radios too.
size
That's
do
not
you
good.
class as large?
Sorry,
Sure.
Can I just answer something?
Defendant can answer the question and then you may add on.
Sorry about that.
Yes. So large, obviously we don't know just 2 of them. We've arrested multiple before. We actually have a record on more of them. Large is a very subjective number. You're right. I apologize for using the word large. A gang of even more than 3 and above people is considered a big group of people. Even 1 criminal is still a criminal, so multiple could be considered a large threat to many people. And yes, we have caught more than 2, and we do have a record of more than 2 of them.
Co-defendant, you had something you'd like to add?
Yeah, I would like to add that the other day, a little bit ago, we arrested, it was 3 members of the Demons MC, one of them being the applicant, Mr. Damon Black. I would like to state that they were charged with having firearms in their possession and using it illegally. And in the past, they are known to be carrying and attacking officers with firearms, shooting at them, killing other people, sort of thing.
I've missed like half that because I deal with my fucking just some kids.
Can I finish?
Luke, objection on what grounds, Mr. Black?
This case is involving a situation that happened today, not a situation that happened many days ago.
So,
yeah,
that's right.
Guys, why don't we keep extending
They're
this
just
out?
helping us.
Please continue.
Right. So, once again, before I was interrupted, this is going on prior records, and for why I think I'm supporting the officer's decision to give the officer transporting Mr. Black Code 3. In the past, yes, they've been charged with firearm charges. They have been charged with attempted murders, etc., etc. Right? That's all on record. Now, looking at a bit of evidence, this is from my point of view. Before he does a radio, it looks like he's...
We're not after point of view, we're after facts.
Yes, I am stating what can be seen in the video. It looks to me that he was reaching for something. It looks like, again, we don't see a firearm, but after he cannot obtain it, he uses a radio. That's all.
I believe a firearm would be more effective than a radio. In that case, if they were as dangerous as you say.
Objection?
What grounds?
There was nothing to object, you could have just jumped in.
Sorry. Sorry about that one.
So, would you like to withdraw?
Good grief.
So, sorry. I'm just trying to recall the facts.
That's what I'm saying. Would you like to withdraw your objection?
No. I'd like to add to it. Okay. So, the officer who arrested him would have searched him on the scene. Is that correct? I believe so. The other officer, I believe it would be Mr. Ross at the back.
Correct.
Can we call him up? I'd like to ask him a question.
Alright, defendant, may you please take a seat. Mr. Ross, are you here? Could you please approach the stand and take a seat?
God help us all. I mean, what?
Once for the 3rd time, Mr. Ross. You swear to tell the truth? Yeah. Alright.
Alright, Mr. Ross, did you search this Damon Black?
I searched him down to the police station, not on the arresting scene.
Objection, formality.
Did he have a firearm on him?
From what I had seen, yes, but by the time I was about ready to start doing most of the stuff, basically the entire city just decided to have a massive blackout.
Okay, but he did have a firearm on him?
Yes, sir.
Objection.
Okay, so
objection on what grounds, Mr. Black?
I'd like to add that he said that he sees nothing illegal, and then proceeded to walk away.
Nope.
I'd like that on. Is there
hang on. So, Mr. Ross is confirming that he had a firearm on him. The video points that he looks like he's fiddling in the back of his pants. Looks like he's trying to grab a firearm to where the cops are there, got their weapons trained on him,
No, because I
tasers,
knew because he was
etc.,
having community service, I wasn't going to take his
and
gun.
then uses his radio.
Mr.
So,
Within
yeah.
saying that, Your Honour, my client never pulled his firearm. It was never pointed. He jumped on his radio because it was the right thing to do.
Wait, am I
What's the
right?
point of
I'm trying
I
to.
can't be
pointing a
careful.
so-called
Yeah,
weapon that he apparently had?
What do you guys reckon? You reckon I
Does
can be in shit for
anybody
that?
else in this room have any extra witnesses or dash cam footage, please?
I
Yes,
would like
Your
to
Honour, we
call
have.
for Katie.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Ross, please take a seat or stand down.
God damn
Thank
it.
you.
Like,
Miss Katie Black.
Mr. Ross, don't go anywhere. We're not finished with you yet.
If the applicants wish to ask questions first, they can. But if not, I can ask questions first.
Applicants, would you like to begin with?
so hang on.
Sure, Your Honour.
Please
Because,
approach the
well, I
bench.
didn't really see.
Katie Smith, do you swear to tell the truth with the
What?
whole truth? and nothing
Yeah,
but the
I
truth?
get that the
Black,
gun,
Your Honour.
but as
You may.
I don't really think I should get in trouble for that.
What
Yeah,
the
it
fuck is there to object?
The licenses and registration all says Smith. There is no register of Black.
Yeah, my
It
dog.
is black.
Can I, Mr.
Do you have ID?
Yes, Miss Smith, may I see your license, please? Or Black, Smith Black. I'm just. No.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I do believe that things have been changed very, very recently.
Who else wants to see the license?
It has been black the whole time. Thank you very much. Just like to put that out there.
Let's show your license.
I can verify because I arrested her fucking several days ago.
Mixing up with somebody else.
Can the defendant say that one?
Yes, that's all good.
Can I have my license back, please, Judge?
You can.
Oh boy. What is happening?
I think you are thinking of my cousin. Thank you very much.
I just went off my paperwork, okay? Someone must have misfiled. That's,
Yeah, we've got a lot of paperwork.
that's my, that's incorrect on my behalf. I should have double checked before we proceeded to court. Please
Also,
continue.
the defendants had written down the wrong name as well.
Yeah, Miss Black,
Please make that note to the court.
Miss Black, I shall quickly correct it. You are defendant. You may proceed.
Hang on a minute. Doesn't Anon and most of the guys have work tomorrow?
Sorry, applicant. Sorry, applicant. You may proceed.
And they're stretching this out as
Thank
fuck.
you. Miss Black, upon the incident when you were receiving medical treatment, were you escorted to the hospital?
Yes, I was, sir, by ambulance.
Yeah, was there a police escort with you?
Yeah, there was.
Like, Mom, stop
In
yelling
their
shit.
car behind me.
Were you searched at the hospital or on the scene?
I was searched at the hospital.
Yeah, and then from the hospital, where'd you go?
Objection, Your Honour.
On what grounds?
In factual information. That is incorrect.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
I have eye account of the situation as I was the one in the following the ambulance and I was the one that searched the suspect.
Alright. Disregard statement. Please move on.
Yep, no worries, Your Honour.
That would make
Miss Black,
2 hours so far.
were you escorted from the hospital to the PD?
I was escorted from the hospital to.
I didn't think this was going to be
Legion
happening straight away. I thought at least we would have saved this right up today.
So you didn't get brought to the police station to be processed at all?
No, I did not.
What does this sound like Katie's done this
So
before?
did they take your name?
No, they did not.
Objection, Your Honour.
So
Incorrect information.
They took it. They must have taken it when they searched me.
Incorrect information.
what would be the correct information then? defend?
The suspect was, in fact, taken from the hospital down to a ground of community service where I was meeting up with another officer when the city did, in fact, have an accident. When the suspect was in the vehicle, a secondary search, the first search occurred at the actual crime scene. The secondary search was conducted at the site of the community service before the suspect was released, and so identification was also obtained. And I do believe as well there is actually a report on the incident that I did in fact write that states the suspect's name and incident.
So would that be under the name Black or Smith?
1 minute.
I'm so confused right now.
Under the name Black. I was wrong and I was a mistake. All of our reports have the name Katie Black. I do apologize. I was mistaking it for a cousin, Mia Smith.
Do you know how the relation is there, or how do you mistake a completely different person?
As stated before by the suspect, said it herself. She said, "You might be mistaking me for my cousin." It was just a brain malfunction. I do apologize.
So if you have mistaken my client's partner in the courthouse, the chances of you mistaking a popular bike model is also very high.
What does a bike model have to do with anything relevant?
I believe that's perfectly relevant. You've mistaken a person's identity. Why can't you mistake a
Hang on. No, wait a minute.
The person's identity was never mistaken. That was just a misslip of my words. As the judge himself actually had a misslip of words and had paper written down wrong that I believe was not provided by us.
Yes, but you are an officer who was from the scene all the way to here. The judge just got given a file.
I hate to interrupt here, guys, but I have the government calling me on a quick phone call. Do you guys mind if I just step out 5 seconds and take it?
No worries.
All right, thank you. I'll be 5 seconds if you guys want to just reread your paperwork.
I'm so fucking confused.
Wait, you know what? Do you guys want to take a quick 5-minute recess? All right, no. We'll resume at 11:35 p.m. Standard time.
Okay, hang on. All right. Okay, a few things I got to point out. How did it keep going back down to the cell part? I didn't think that was even relevant to any of it.
I want to back up the part that you running code 3 is completely relevant. The fact that he is the president.
Well, I mean, the thing that I've always done. I mean, I wasn't really running code 3. I was running code 2 per se, and I was usually some of the things that I go off is usually, you know, well, I've always. I mean, it could be just me. I've usually assumed that sometimes with my transport, I usually run back code 2, blipping through the lights with the horn and everything. But
that's perfectly fine. That's understandable.
Yeah, that's the part that got me.
The code of the vehicles, I think, were fine. It's just I don't know what they're bringing on bike, and the identification was not an identification slip. It was my wording. I accidentally said the wrong name. All the paperwork we have, which I will address, is every single piece of documentation we have has got a Katie Black. Even our records have Katie Black in it. The only thing that was mistaken is I missaid a word that the judge also misworded.
Yeah, well, that's what I basically heard too. Well, a few bits and bobs that I had ducked out on because, you know, in her life's problems.
I'll readdress that, but also we're going to ask her a few questions shortly. Do you guys have anything you might want to add on or bring up?
So wait, hang on a minute.
I mean, I'd filed Mr. Black's report of the arrest.
You have to report. You'll see if you go into.
Is the latest one from Katie Black that one?
Which one? Katie Black. We have how many? We've got 2 of hers, I believe. Very motorcycle. Yeah, we have Katie Black arrest report from Aiden Ross.
I believe it would have been yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, bitch, Katie. What are you doing?
Good fine, and all of our records still do say that it's been right. Like I said, it was just a mislip of my words. So, and the judge, the
It was
exact
a
judge, also had that
anxiety
problem.
thing. You know,
Yeah.
you're transporting a high-value member of the Demons MC. So once again, going code 2, code 3, whatever, they should all be dismissed.
And we know him. We know he's the president as well.
Yeah, we've arrested him prior to that, and his jacket did say president.
Which made a little bit more of a priority, but at the same time, I've always transported people back as code 2, so that's the part that actually got me. I mean, I didn't think anything was going to be going past, after the arrest. I thought it was all revolving basically just around the full, incident. Are you talking? Did I mute myself somewhere? I can't tell. I actually can't tell if I've muted myself if they're not talking. No.
Alright.
Is there anything else we want to add on?
No.
Well,
I'm adding on the
hang on.
slipping.
Hang on.
Slipping
Can we
issue
just
as
go
well.
back to the original case of them saying,
Yeah.
of us hitting them on a bike?
Yeah.
So why is it going way off track?
I have no idea. We could probably bring it back.
Yeah,
I can state.
Can we bring it back, the fact that, the rate, the speed that they're going at, etc., we couldn't stop. Can we just bring all that back?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring us back to the original points. Let me write.
Because I think where we're going of afterwards, being how they've been handled, processed, etc., is not really relevant to the actual bit of
Not only
evidence.
is it not relevant, half of the situation was blocked by the city crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can't really go that far. It never happened.
I also want to finish the questioning with Katie.
Can we get her point of view of how fast we were going, actually?
Yeah, I will ask her.
Because that can also back up our points. That we couldn't stop.
I mean, that
You get where I'm
Corvette,
coming from?
yeah, I mean, I've driven that bloody Corvette and it's got some bloody
Yeah,
impossible
there
braking
you go.
power.
There you go. You can bring that up as well. It just supports us.
Yep.
Get them to say
Tell me about
yeah.
it.
Okay. Get them to say we're going at a high rate of speed. Also them, right? We can slow it down. You can also confirm because you got the training on the vehicle. They seen it. Boom. There you go. We couldn't stop. Okay. It was out of our control.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that we upgrade the brakes in that car.
And also the fact that he was saying we were that close that he could lean back and touch us. The evidence doesn't support that at all.
From what I saw, I mean, it was a fair distance gap between us all, so
Yep.
which it basically was.
Alright, I reckon we can finish this pretty quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll finish the questions, but I'll bring up a few of these points. Alright.
It's 35 past.
We'll do the questions, and then I'll bring up these points.
Yeah, alright.
Alrighty.
You take the lead.
Sweet. Let's do it. Hoorah.
Rah. Oh, good grief. Yeah, so the Corvette, I've even had so much troubles braking in that car.
I should become a lawyer.
I mean, you can, if you want to. What the fuck is Dog? What is Dog doing? Do I have to ring him? Like, hey, what are you doing? That Corvette, I mean, I've driven that thing, and once that thing gets up and goes, there's no stopping the fucking brakes. There is no stopping with those brakes. It's either you get hit or you get the fuck out of the road. That's how I've killed myself so many times. I've gone through the windshield of that car like 4 times already since I've had it. But yeah, no, they kind of keep going on track. Can we get this over with? I didn't think my first 2 hours of a stream would be doing court stuff. I thought we were like, oh yeah, you know, like 5-10 minutes worth. Decision made, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, out of patrol. 2 fucking hours, guys. Like, I love yous, but shit. Where is Dog at? The one where it's the same kind of crap that I actually worked more in my court case a few years ago.
Friendly reminder, make sure you guys are drinking and eating. We don't want another judge incident.
Yeah, copy that. Huh? What was that?
Are we back?
Waiting for the judge.
Here he comes.
Sorry, Bella. Sorry, fellas. It was the president calling. I'm back now.
Yeah, deal.
And I'm a very important person. All right. All right.
Before we continue with the questions of Katie Black, I'd just like to go back to a point we talked about with the records of putting it down as Katie Smith. As I've just checked just then, and I can show this to you as well, every single record that we have as a police department states the name Katie Black. And as yourself, Your Honor, has done just before, has accidentally misworded the words and named her accidentally as Katie Smith. It was a one-time accident. It was just a misword, as our record stated, is always being Katie Black. I just want to apologize for that misword, but that is all, and we can continue with the questions.
All right, thank you for that. I also apologize for that name mess up. Miss Katie Black, would you like to come back to the stand, please?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Like Katie's ready to get to go to
have
bed.
any questions, or would you like the?
I'd like to ask a few questions, yeah.
All right, please proceed.
First, I'd just like to ask the suspect here to recall the events of what occurred.
Oh, we're gonna get denied for that one.
Words. There we go.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
you go.
So I come back from being out of my head, and Mr. Damon Black there says we're being chased. Don't really recall much of that because I was in and out of my head during the chase. Just wanted to state that I did definitely come back just before we got hit, and I could definitely tell that there was something wrong with that situation with the cops being so close to us. It definitely looked like from in my eyes that he pitted us instead of just braking while we went around the corner. Also, the other thing I wanted to then once that happened, I fell down the mountain and died. Then they proceeded to get EMS to come to the scene. EMS came to the scene. The police officers weren't very nice in that situation. While I was trying to have the EMS talk to me, EMS checked me and I was in a lot of pain.
I'd just like to add on to that. You say you were in a lot of pain. From the beginning of the video and from my perspective at least, and as I said, as seen in the video, for a lot of pain, I believe you described it as a 10 on the pain scale. You were talking the entire time, and instead of in pain and with a broken leg, you went straight to complaining about the situation. And as you say as well, one moment. As you were saying as well, you were obviously in and out of your head. So how do we know you were back in at the situation of the incident?
Because you can hear me stately say, "What the fuck?" Just as the end of the situation of what happened.
Sorry to interrupt. If we could just watch the language in the courtroom, thank you.
I'm just quoting exactly
Objection.
what I
She's
said.
Quoting factual, saying that she said word for word.
I'll approve.
Pardon?
I said I approve of the language because you are. Please continue.
In the right at the ending of the clip that you had seen, the evidence, I had said that, so you can see that I was definitely out of my head in that situation and had seen it.
Right. I also like to ask a question as well. Another question. How fast were you guys going on that bike?
I cannot recall that information.
Sorry, my person here would like to add on something, I believe.
If I just may quickly add on, once once Miss Black has finished, we'll call Mr. Black up and we'll ask that question to the operator of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Continue.
Did you want to add something? I believe my
Yes, I'd just like to ask a quick question. When you got up there, up to the stand, you stated how the officers on scene were treating you. How were they treating you?
They weren't very nice to me. They were just saying just then, on how if I was in a lot of pain, that I was still talking through it, and then evidently, you can still be in a lot of pain and still be able to talk. So that doesn't really reference anything, and they were just being very rude to me, saying that I wouldn't be talking if I was in a pain of scale of 1 to 10. In a 10.
Right. Well, I'd like to add that while you were being treated by the EMS, I believe that I've got evidence of this, by the way. I've got body cam of this part. That us 3 officers, we were actually joking about having a little bit of a laugh in our own sort of area, talking to each other about my pay. Apparently, because the commissioner over here cut my payments because I made a smart remark a little bit ago. That's not related though. That's just, Did you just want to see that at all, or?
What's that got to do with this?
I'd just like to.
Your Honor, I would like to say that because that would mean that they're not showing the right attention to my client's partner as she is to them as suspect. They obviously don't have that care factor there.
I'd also like to add on is the medic was actually he arrived on the scene and he was straight away onto the person. We were all I myself was straight to the person on the floor, the suspect on the floor, to make sure she was all right. And as she was saying, she was in a lot of pain from the broken leg. The medic clearly, as I quoted him, was talking to the suspect here and was examining and obviously took her back to the hospital for that. But the A broken leg appeared to be from, and the position of her body as seen in the video is actually from a city side caused issue, which obviously has nothing to do with our side of things. I just thought I'd just add on that.
He quote unquote said that it was probably a fracture.
And did you get those injuries looked at?
Yes, I did, from the EMS.
Yeah,
I got taken back to hospital.
Yep, you stated that you were then transported in a two-door vehicle.
Yes,
Just
I
like
was.
to bring back this case to the beginning of the case. From my knowledge and the knowledge that we have been provided, I was approached by the representative of the suspects, and he did tell me downstairs that they will be pushing for the suspects to have compensation over the crashing of the bike. That was what this case was about. Going on to this and proceeding through this situation to arrests and how they were sorted is not really relevant to the beginning. And I would also like to add on, half of the arresting process was actually cut out due to a city side occurrence, a bit of a tsunami warning that came through. It crashed the city and we all had to evacuate. That caused half of the processing, including the processing of Damon Black, to be cut completely short, which does obviously leave this inconclusive.
What's that got to do with me
So
getting transported?
Well, I mean, sorry to interrupt, but the case is about Mr. Black here, not you, Miss Black. So, your treatment is somewhat irrelevant. Your injuries do matter, and the actions of the officers do matter, but it doesn't personally affect Mr. Black here. So while
Also,
Your Honor, her information is relevant. It is just extra evidence to add on to the police lack of due diligence towards the
that's great.
public.
But this case is about Damon Black, not the events of what occurred in Katie Black's case. Katie Black was completely separate. They went in different vehicles, which means it has no relevance to the case. And on top of that, also I'd like to point out a situation is this. The situation is taken down, as I've noted beforehand, as Damon Black was taken by a certain officer. This is more of an IA-related issue. Obviously, it's still worth covering. Also, bringing back to the situation, I want to quote Damon Black earlier. He did say he could touch our vehicle from behind. From the footage, you can clearly see he would not be able to reach back and touch. And throughout this entire court case, Damon Black with that statement, and Katie Black with a few incidents beforehand, I don't know if you recall, of me correcting the information, have been giving false information and providing false statements, which is actually falls under contempt of court.
Agreed. Miss Smith, you may go down and take a quick break, and I would like to pull Mr. Ross up to the stand.
You said my name wrong.
Again.
That's just a quick example right there. That's just exactly, it's just a mislip of the communications what happened to me earlier. And you did say you wanted to call Mr. Blackford as well first, if we could do that possible, and just ask him that one question.
Yes, that would be correct. Mr. Black,
I'm just over and done with already.
Miss Smith, you can leave at any time. As I said previously, this court case is not about you. You are
Your Honor, it's Miss Black.
Fuck's sakes!
If Miss Black does keep interrupting the court, that is contempt of court, and I will get the officer to escort her out if it does annoy you, Your Honor.
She hasn't had any warnings.
That is a warning then.
The warning is from you, not the judge.
Oh, good grief. What is going on?
I will ask this question now to Mr. Black. So, Mr. Black, how fast were you going on the bike?
I cannot recall, as I was knocked out well, not knocked out, but I did land on my head.
Yeah, no, that's relevant.
So I cannot recall.
Yeah, I believe that's actually relevant.
You cannot recall the exact speed. We do have the exact speed. Do you believe you were going fast, slow, well, for the conditions of the road as well, of course?
At the time that I was hit, I was almost, well, I do believe I was almost stopped, yes.
Your Honor, that sounds like a bit of a ramble there. Doesn't seem very factual at all. How does one determine what is fast and what
Oh
is
my
slow?
god, I'm glad I'm not this. I'm not glad I'm not the one on trial right now.
To guess there, but as you
No,
can see
that's your
in the video,
question.
we haven't made. That is that question asked. I would like to push this as well to my co-defendant here, if he would like to continue onto that statement or would like to continue.
Thank God it wasn't me driving the Corvette. Thank God I don't even have access to my Corvette.
Well,
Oh,
if I was
actually,
to
no,
add
I
anything,
do,
I would
but
add
yeah.
the fact that the speed that they were going. If we want to go on about that one.
Please continue.
Alright, so
Getting pissed.
evidence
He's like, I want to
clearly
go
showed
play.
before that they stopped right at the end. They reached a top speed of
He's
about
like, let's go
85
play.
kilometers per hour.
Which is roughly like 130 to
the road
150.
signs is roads, or speeds that are used for the highways. So being that they were going at a fast rate of speed compared to the other speeds in that area.
Civilian areas and stuff.
50 kilometers per hour.
Like
no,
the
they're not. They're 60
defendant
kilometers.
was stating before, events
60 kilometers an
before
hour, actually.
and after the occurrence are irrelevant to this incident.
I'm just stating
speed was not a contributing factor to them being struck by pursuit.
That's very incorrect.
Well, hang on. I'd like to say, Gangstat. Yes, it does.
Could I add, how would I manage to reach a top speed of what you say is 85 kilometers an hour?
No, I don't know. I mean, I clocked Corvette doing quite fast.
I believe it's shown in the video, actually. Your own footage.
There, it clearly shows that you reached a speed of 85 k's an hour.
So you're once again
within milliseconds. It also said that it is it dropped down to 30. So
yeah,
yes,
he did.
I'm pretty sure the bike's
hang on, I want to check this. I want to see if they are correct because I want to see. Yeah, 96 k's.
I can't fucking explain it. All right, tell me.
I think it's
okay. Yeah, so he was doing. Yeah, no, he was doing fast speed.
The video him doing that, so that would still once again
I
be
think
considered
that's false because I don't believe I would have been able to hit a top speed of 85 in that short little space.
I keep forgetting to bring up my fucking stream overlay back on. Okay, minimize. Okay, motherfucker, minimize
Say
that.
that I didn't hit it. I said I.
Bring me back. Give me back that. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
What's the lid?
So, sorry, I'd just like to add to that. Go back to before you. So you don't believe you were going 85 k's an hour?
Objection. He has already stated that he is not 100% sure on what
I should be able to
said,
turn it off.
therefore he's not giving an answer because he wants to be truthful.
Turn it off a bit so you guys
so,
can hear it.
to what the evidence says, you're going 85 k's an hour. To what was seen, it was 85 k's an hour, right?
Should be able to.
We can see that in the evidence, right? And we can see how fast it was going, right? The fact that you went from 85 k's an hour to all the way down to, what was it, 30? It was.
I believe that's what you said, yes.
Okay, so 85 k's an hour all the way down to 30 within, was it a split second?
Over a span of like 2 meters.
Yep. So you dropped the speed like that quickly, right? So you must have some pretty good brakes on the bike, right?
Could also be a malfunctioning speedo
I've got it
on the dash cam. They're satellite fed, therefore there could be latency.
Yeah.
That's objection. That's once again, obviously, that's
It's
not
all
able to
layout,
prove that
so-
unless we postpone the court date and we get
Got
the
on
impound
layout.
to check the vehicle.
Anyway,
I want to blast it.
so the speed that you're going 85 to 30 within a split second, right?
Oh, that's almost
So
full.
the vehicle that was chasing you, the primary vehicle, was it's a Corvette. These vehicles are designed to be high-speed interceptors. These vehicles can reach speeds of up to let's say 250, 300 k's an hour, right?
My voice, yeah, hang on, turn that up as well.
And to keep up with you being on the bike, going at the rate of speed that you're going, that vehicle would have had to be
That's-
going
it's probably my filters. That's
at least
why I've got a
85 k's
filter
an hour.
to
right?
block high frequency on the
For
voice.
the distance that you stopped within, okay, 2 meters, right, from 85 k's an hour to
Like I
30.
said, I've still got to play around
That
with my
means
filters.
that vehicle would have to
That's
go
the right
from
spot.
going 85 plus all the way down to 0 within, let's say, about the same distance, all right? So, with you stopping there, the vehicle with the officer driving had to make that split-second decision, which to me...
Objection.
Because
Yes.
the amount
On
of
what
background
grounds?
noise that I usually get.
Grounds are they
it,
stated that he was
it's
my
'cause I've got
client
a
was
baby
going
monitor in the
90
back, like in the
kilometers per
background,
hour,
so
but
it's
for
up
them
loud
to
so
catch
I
up
can
to
hear
him,
Noah.
they need to do 85.
I've had to adjust
No.
everything.
That
same with my
appears
keyboard,
No,
to be
keyboard,
factual.
I stated that they were going
Unfortunately,
85
drowned
k's an
in
hour.
water.
The vehicle would have been going at least 85 k's an hour to catch up to them. Correct?
So, was your officer incompetent in driving that vehicle?
No. He's not incompetent in driving the vehicle, purely for the fact that to intercept or catch up to the vehicle, the fact that they were turned off of the main road to the little parkway driving area where the bit of evidence starts. The vehicle would have had to slow down and then speed up again, right? And to speed up again of that area, you would have had to quickly go from, let's say, 30 again, all the way up to at least 85 k's an hour to catch up to you, correct?
So you're
So once-
stating that you took that high performance vehicle off what appears to be a decent inclined hill. We'll call it a medium, I guess, because it's on the middle of two paths. So at what point was your officer in full control if it lifted a wheel?
The fact that he was slowing down. He had to slow down to turn.
So why didn't you just continue slowing down and stop well in advance
Your Honor,
of my
don't
client?
mind that.
Well,
This is
hang
just
on.
going around in circles.
Hang on.
If we could continue to a different
Yeah, I'd just like to bring it back after this. Well, we didn't keep slowing down because if we slowed down, they would have possibly driven off the cliff. And we didn't want to risk losing them. The fact that we did see that they were gang members and that they were a threat, possible threat, prior, convictions, etc.
Alright, thank you for your statement. Applicant, and do you have anything to add that doesn't involve us running around in circles for a third time?
Yes,
Can I
Your Honor.
just
You're right, Miss Black.
Can I just point out, if I'm not a part of it, can they stop saying they? They can point out that it is Damon or Mr. Black.
So I'd just like to point out that she's not part of this court case, but she is still a suspect in the matter, so we are able to bring her name up. And if she does have a problem with sticking around in the court case, she is free to leave whenever.
She's a suspect. Why are you letting her go?
They have already served their sentences.
Alright, thank you for your statement, Miss Black.
I do apologise for interrupting you just there, but I would also like to add on to that fact two statements from the police. The first one is obviously like I was stating earlier, that the police force holds themselves to a high standard, and any misconduct within the police force from police officers should be directed to the Internal Affairs Department. So if there is any interaction between one officer, that should be sent there for their team afterwards to discuss. Also, with that as well, both of the suspects in the case were also Mr. Black, the only person in the prosecution in this case has not served his sentence of the crime, but Miss Black has.
Okay, thank you for your statement. Does either the applicant or defendant have any more questions for Mr. Black?
Negative. Your Honor, I just have a closing statement.
I do not, unless my co-defendant has further questions.
Not at this moment.
Alright, Mr. Black, could you please take a seat? And Mr. Ross, could you please take the stand?
I don't want to.
Yeah, no, don't worry, we're about to finish up. Alright, Mr. Ross, we just have a few quick questions for you, okay?
Okay.
The applicant, I believe you had something you wanted to ask Mr. Ross? Can't recall what.
Mr. Black, you had a question to ask Mr. Ross?
So when you put me into the cell out the police department, you did search me, yes?
Sorry, objection relevance. This case is, like I said once, about the bike incident. This is, what, 10 or so odd minutes later, in an incident that was unable to be finished due to the city having a weather
This was
accident.
a question I was asking earlier. I think it's
The
relevant.
defendant, wasn't this involving the gun being pulled
Yes.
at the scene of the accident?
I should let him finish the question.
Yes, it's
apologize for
relevant.
Please continue, Mr. Black.
So, Mr. Ross, upon putting me into the cell at the police department, you did search me, correct?
Yes, I did, but I basically don't see this being relevant to the incident that had happened with the collision of the Corvette and your Harley, as the arrest was done several
Mr. Ross,
15 minutes later.
It's relevant to
Mr.
the
Ross,
pulling.
didn't you hear what I just said literally 10 seconds ago?
Your Honor, they're just trying to cause deniability between themselves.
Sorry, as I did state earlier,
The defendant
can I
has
ask
said
my
that he's here for the police force, but he keeps trying to palm it off
Mr.
as
Ross
if
is not a defendant. Mr. Ross is a witness that was called forward by the judge. Mr. Ross is an officer of the state. He is not representing the state. He is merely a witness, as I just stated.
He's wearing the uniform. He represents the state.
He will answer the question. And with that question, and like I said earlier, that an incident such like this, unless obviously it might be leading back, should be turned towards internal affairs, as it does not even remotely come back to the state, the beginning part. But yes, it might come back to the firearm issue. So if you can answer the question.
So why are you standing there instead of internal affairs? If it's an officer offence that IA needs to, internal affairs needs to investigate.
Internal affairs.
Why are you the one that's defending the police force but still trying to throw that officer under the bus?
I'm merely stating that he should answer the question. That we have nothing to hide.
Your Honor, we have no further questions.
Would you like Mr. Ross to answer his question?
So I would like
Not
to
needed,
finish his
Your Honor.
question and finish the answering of the question.
I believe it's relevant to the weapon pulling. So.
All right, Mr. Black, you want the question answered? Mr. Ross, could you please answer the question?
So once again, this question is relevant to the
no, it's not.
Assumed weapon pulling. So when we proceeded down to the police department, you did search me, yes? Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
And then you proceeded to say, "Oh, I see nothing illegal. You're fine." Is that correct?
No, I did say that I did see, in fact, a vintage pistol, as I called over the radio.
That is false. You proceeded to say, "I see nothing illegal. You're fine."
I'd like to just add on to that. I do remember hearing over the radio there was a call of that, and if he is saying that, does Mr. Black, because of what Mr. Black is saying at the moment, is Mr. Black saying that he did in fact have something illegal on him?
I have stated many times.
He stated that he did.
So he did have a firearm. Sorry, I missed
He did
that,
state
so
that.
He would be again contempt of court, lying to the court, as he did earlier state he was not pulling a firearm. However, he did have a firearm on him when he stated he did not. So thank you.
Just a quick question on my behalf, Mr. Ross. This weapon that you found on Mr. Black, was that recorded on the database, or that we could take a look at? This is evidence.
I'd like to add on, if possible, to that.
Yep.
I believe before any reports could be made or any continuation of arrest could be made, I believe the city crashed.
Yeah, I am aware of that. I'm just, after the tsunami, are there any reports made about the scene, or is there no conviction listed?
There was a conviction recorded.
There is, yes.
I'm actually unsure if I had marked down the pistol being in the on him, but unfortunately I did radio in at one point saying that he had a vintage pistol on him.
All right.
The class 1.
That is, that's fine. I'm just trying to make sure all evidence and witnesses are accounted for. I didn't want to miss any important pieces of information.
Your Honor, may I add something?
Go ahead.
So we can confirm he did have a vintage pistol. Is that correct, Mr. Russ?
Yes, sir.
Just looking at his records quickly, there's no firearms registered to his name, meaning that firearm is illegal.
Irrelevant to this case.
Approved. All right, Mr. Ross, you may now step down from the stand and go back to your seating position, please.
Sir.
All right, closing statements.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start writing that down from now on.
Would the defendants like to start?
I believe the prosecution.
I am definitely writing that down from now on.
Well, applicants, not prosecutions.
I apologize.
Applicants, would you like to start your closing statement?
Sure thing, Your Honor. So, we have come to the conclusion that PD would rather palm off and hide their false care factors, we'll call them, and palm off to IA, and try to throw the blame game back on the client. The client did turn around and say that he had a firearm when he was up on the stand.
I really should say that the Corvette is under the
But
Highway
apparently
Patrol
they
division.
didn't hear him.
That way I can actually take the full
So
for this. Because
we feel like the
pursuit division.
compensation should be awarded to my client due to lack of police care and lack of police protocols being employed.
All right, thank you. And defendant, your closing statement?
Yeah, so the state believes that they are not in the wrong and they still deny all claims. In this case, we have seen multiple witness accounts. We have seen.
Did I say something about the Corvette being under the pursuit division?
Mr. and Mrs. Black come up in front and tell us multiple mixed stories. Had multiple contempts of court. They have lied directly to us, and then they've changed their stories.
Like,
We've also heard of injuries that maybe can't remember certain parts of it,
because
but they've told us
it's
stories
under my,
about parts of
under
it.
my command.
Not only that,
I'm pretty sure.
also the compensation they are requesting.
actually
They're
go over
requesting
that.
20 grand for medical compensation and the lawyer costs. With that, like I stated very early on in the court case, the medical costs have actually already been covered by the state. They were paid to the medical hospital upon the treatments occurring. And also, as everyone knows, this is everyone's first court case in this brand new city. And there's obviously been a few slip-ups with miscommunications. That is just on that sole fact that it is the beginning and the first court case we have had. Apart from that, thank you, Your Honor, for your time. Yeah, that is all from the state.
All right, thank you, defendants. I will take a quick 3-minute recess, just a quick one to sort of process all the evidence and paperwork, and I will return with my verdict.
I don't know. I mean, the Corvette's kind of marked on the HP. I'm pretty sure it's marked on the HP division. But it's also marked on the pursuit division too, so...
I would also just like to thank everyone for attending court and for Ross for providing the security on the witness stand.
Yeah, wasn't that fun?
I reckon you should get a pay rise along with someone else, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, you're right. I think Brian Johnson does need a pay rise.
Sorry,
Don't
what?
deserve.
You said 2 people need a pay rise, right? Yeah, Aiden Ross and certainly I think he needs a pay rise as well.
I mean, I'd like to get my payments again. I don't want to work here for free.
Wait, he's working for the fucking
But, you know,
department for
volunteer
free?
service. You should feel good for the service.
Volunteer? I'm the only volunteer here.
Yeah, you're doing a great job volunteering. I'll put your poster up on the wall. Employee of the month.
Employee of the month.
Even better.
I'm done.
I'll put it right next to the wanted poster.
What?
Oh, wow. Ouch. He's not gonna be able to sleep on that tonight. He's just gonna be laying there like, oh man, I'm next to the wanted guy. Come on.
I think it might be time
Maybe go strip at the strip club.
Yeah, I mean that could work.
Probably where he deserves.
I mean, I don't mind myself.
Please
a
watch
bit
the
of a,
language. We're
cheap-
still in a courtroom.
Shit.
Yeah, take some of this food and drink here. Just that's the second person. There you go.
Court's dehydrating, right?
We need signs around here saying, remember to eat and drink.
Definitely. That's agreed. That's agreed.
Remember to hydrate.
We need refill stations.
Oh, 100%. We need like a vending machine or something.
There is a vending machine over
There's
there
a
in the other
vending
room.
machine.
There's a vending machine through that wall there.
Yeah,
There's also
but
water coolers.
operational fully.
But, you know, I don't get paid, so I gotta search the trash.
No wonder I got sick last week.
Alright. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between for attending today's interesting session. So, after having some time to think, I have decided to award to the defendant. So I have multiple reasons for this. The main reason being is the applicant has in fact changed their story, I think in total about 5 times over the stretch of this court case. Therefore, I cannot class anything being the truth today because you have in fact changed your story. Well, you've changed. Now I'm gonna go back. Well, for starters, you said you didn't have a gun on you, and then later, literally like 10 minutes ago, you said.
I said I had a gun
Please
on
do
me
not
from
interrupt
the
the
start.
judge in the court.
I will write up I'll write up everything to.
Someone is gonna
make
go
it
shot
clear.
tonight.
We can, you know,
I'm glad it ain't gonna be me.
you're more than welcome to. What's the word I'm thinking of? Appeal this decision at a future date.
No point. No one's ever gonna beat the cops.
I'd also just like to announce
He's pissed.
the state will not be pressing any charges for the multiple accounts of attempt to court because they were in this room for so long.
But
Yeah,
at the
2.5
same time,
hours.
I am not awarding Mr. Black any money, but I am also going to be filing a thing with the DOJ or whatever the fuck you guys call it in this city to change your protocol because you guys, that video, you guys were definitely approaching that corner way too fast for the scenario. And I personally feel like that pursuit and that collision could have 100% been avoided. Whether it be more training, changing the protocol, but I'll talk to you guys about that at a future date.
Yeah, I'm gonna increase.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to talk to me one-on-one about my decision, I will be in the room to the right.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. If you could also, we'll have a chat about the road documents afterwards.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to extend to the applicants as well that if you did have any problems with officers involved, you can file that with the Internal Affairs Department, and that will all be investigated. Thank you, Your Honor.
Just walk me right into a trap.
Alright, let's head
out. Mic drop.
I won't do it if the cops are part of it.
Fuck's sake.
Can we get someone to let us out, please?
Yeah, we'll escort you out.
Yep.
Thank you.
And PD, we can don't breathe.